Hey guys, I know I mentioned in the previous video I was going to go back to Magic the Gathering cards, collecting it, and that certainly has been the case for the last month or so. Basically, I use Apple Mac computers, and I've been playing a lot of Magic the Gathering Alchemy, and just with the lockdowns and everything for a couple of years, I'm a big board gamer, and we haven't been able to get a board game night. Like, we've only been able to get a handful, and I had to miss out on the big convention because I did get the COOF, the board game convention I go to every year here in Canberra called CanCon, and yeah, so I missed out on that. And I love board gaming, but it's so good. Magic the Gathering, you can actually play online, called Magic the Gathering Arena, and I play Alchemy, and it's really fun. On there, the difference is, like with a board game night, I have to organize people to play, and what games do they want to play? Do they even play Magic the Gathering? Quite often they don't. But whereas online Arena, I can play anytime. Like, I got a spare few minutes, let's have a game. So I've been doing that a lot, any spare time I've got, and I've gotten back into Magic the Gathering purely for collecting. Now, as a kid, I played when Ice Age and 4th edition first came out, and I never collected Magic the Gathering cards, if that makes sense. I only ever bought cards to play the game. So I would swap a rare card to get a whole bunch of uncommons, commons, just to build out my decks. To get even land was hard back then sometimes, like depending. No, actually, land was always pretty easy to get, but I never had the money. Like, I could count on my hands how many booster packs or starter packs I ever opened. I just couldn't afford them, so it was a lot of trading, and then buying specifically the cards. But I met collectors. Collectors would actually buy the whole set, would get a box, hunt down all the cards they needed on the set, inspect the cards. That was new to me. I was like, oh gosh, the condition of the cards matters. I just play with it. They would inspect the condition of the card. They would put it in folders. They would have endless folders, like back then it was like 3 or 4 folders of sets, and then after that one card they would play with the card. So they'd have one card as storage, as a completer sort of thing, as a collector, and then they would have cards to play with. Whereas almost all my cards, except for the recent ones I purchased, have been played with. So just to illustrate how much my cards have gone up in value, this is a simple Curd Ape deck, really simple one. And in 2010 or 2011, when I got a job, I went, I'll just go back and just bling out my decks. I'll get better sleeves. I didn't have good sleeves. I'll get deck protectors, like really good deck holders. Well, this one isn't so good. And I got alpha versions of every card because I always wanted alpha cards. So alpha is the very first set of Magic the Gathering. All these cards have just skyrocketed in value. Like Wheel of Fortune's worth a lot of money. Even then, I couldn't afford an alpha Wheel of Fortune. I wish I did buy it. All alpha Forest, Chain Lightning Legends, the Dark Scavenger Folk. I think this is 3rd edition or revised. Llanowar Elf, Arabian Nights, Desert Twister. So this is, back in the day, this was a cheap simple deck. Giant Spiders. Very effective red-green deck. Where's the Curd Ape? That's the big star of the deck, the Curd Ape. It hasn't gone up much in value, but it's a very good card back in the day. What was I saying? Yeah, I can't play with this deck anymore because I couldn't believe how much the value was. I used to play this deck all the day as my test deck. So if I made a deck and I wanted to see how good it was, it would have to come up against my Curd Ape deck to see how it would go. But I would not even think of playing with this deck anymore, just because these alpha cards are worth so much money. And that's the thing. I'm going to play Magic the Gathering online, and then I'm just going to collect Magic the Gathering cards. I'll get more into that later. Like, these are cards that I've bought to collect and things like that. I'll get into all that in another video. But I just want to quickly talk about this set, Double Feature. So I pre-ordered this ages ago because I love the idea. I love 30s and 40s horror movies. I got all the Blu-rays of them. By the way, my favorite's probably Creature from the Black Lagoon. It used to always be Frankenstein, Dracula, and I love the Wolfman, the Lon Chaney one, Lon Chaney Jr. And this set, so they released Midnight Hunt at Crimson Vow, and in that set, the main theme was vampires and werewolves, and so they decided to release a double feature, putting the two sets together, and they gave it this beautiful black and white silver screen foils, and all the rest of it. Like, so their foils are actually called silver screen foils, and I think Wizards and the people who designed this are big fans of the original movies. Just look at how the font that they use is very similar to a Blu-ray box set. And I'll just quickly get my Blu-ray set. Just give me a sec. You'll see a transition here. So this is actually one of my favorite DVD box sets that I own, and it's a terrible, by the way, it's a terrible box set because it's all cardboard, and it, over time, the glue in it melted, and it's hard to sometimes pull out the seat DVDs. Like, I'll just give it a go. So you can hear that, and I can feel it already. There's a lot of stickiness here. There's like glue that's coming in. Anyway, it's a terrible box set, but I love the design of this box set in terms of font. What they've done here, it's like a booklet, and you can see the original posters of the movies of this period. It's really fantastic. So there's definitely better box sets with the full set, but this one is just so beautifully designed and focuses in on the major and look at how awesome that is, the major characters of the horror genre of that period. And you can sort of see a timeline all the way to the end with the Creature of the Black Lagoon, the end of that sort of golden era period, and the beginning with Dracula, Bela Lugosi, and then sort of the height there with Frankenstein's Bride, which is the sequel to the Bride of Frankenstein, sequel to Frankenstein. By the way, if you're wondering, the Invisible Man, I think, killed the most people out of all the monsters here. So, and it's all done in black and white, like you know, it's an old period from the 30s and 40s, and you can tell just from looking at that previous Blu-ray, you can tell how much enthusiasm the designers had for that period. And you can see it's like, I don't know, like, that's obviously a vampire, but it just felt like, I don't know, just sort of Bride of Frankenstein right away. And yeah, I just think it's a beautifully designed set, and I think they knew that this wouldn't be as popular as, like, they got Kamigawa coming out soon, and I think they know that's going to be their flagship release. And this, they knew it, they sort of knew that it wasn't going to be as popular as Kamigawa, but they still released it anyway, just out of enthusiasm for the 30s and 40s period. But this box has gotten a lot of negative, this set has gotten a lot of negative reviews. And just when I kept researching on it, and as the time went up, when this was ready to be picked up at my local gaming store, a lot of people were talking about how little of a print run Wizards is giving this. So this is going to be I think, a very small print run. And I bought these two boxes. I kind of regret buying them because they went down in price after I pre-ordered it, of course. And I bought this just to collect. I was going to rip both these boxes and just collect all the cards. Now I'm thinking of just holding this like my UFC cards for 5 years, and these might go up in value because I just think it's such a limited print run. So I'm not going to open these boxes. These are just going to be stored away. I'm just going to forget about them for 5 years, but I will buy booster packs. So I'm going to open these up right now. I find myself watching a lot of rips ever since getting into sports cards. The reason why I'm getting back into Magic cards, it's just so much cheaper than sports cards. Like, even UFC cards are just going up too much in value for me. I used to collect Khabib Nurmagomedov, and it's just so expensive to get these cards. All right, so we're just going to open these up. Midnight Hunt, just beautiful design there. The werewolf versus the vampire, black and white, the double feature. So it's like a movie poster of the 30s and 40s. Very good design there. They got the typography right there, and the black and white looks great. I'm really excited about this. So let's see how we go. Oh, and these are much easier to open than Crimson Vow pages. All right. Yeah, nice quality for this. All right, so we've got our commons here. I love the black and white. Looks great. So the big chase cards are Midnight Massacre and what's his name? Sir. I've got his cards here. So the big chase cards. We want Soren the Mirthless, who I play a lot in Arena, and the Meat Hook Massacre. Oh, and what have we got here? Visionary Stitcher. So it's hard looking through the camera. And I got an uncommon for my foiling. So I just want to have a closer look at these foils. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Awesome. I love the black and white. It's great. So no, yeah, I'll have a double check with them, but to see if I got any decent hits. But we're looking for the mythics, and we're hoping to get foils of the mythics. All right, here we go. Might of the old ways. Scattered thoughts. I'm a platinum level player on Arena, by the way. I don't have time to push through and try to get what's after mythic? No, diamond. Oh, I'd love to reach diamond, but it's just so hard. The decks just keep kicking my ass. All right, just a common for the foil, so no big hits there. Come on. Come on, let's get that mythic foil, please. Some beautiful artwork. These look absolutely fantastic in black and white. I think this is going to be like a cult set. And Vanquish the Horde is really good. Dying to Serve, and Gluttonous Guest. Come on. Let's get a mythic foil or something. Let's get a Planeswalker foil. Sanctify. A Braid. Flourishing Hunter. Evolving Wilds. A guy's got a fantastic YouTube channel where he always stops and goes, "What's this?" This card's so overpowered. Vampire's Vengeance. Can't Stay Away. Ill-Tempered Loner. And Skywarp Scab. Ugh, misses after misses. I'm still going to go back and really appreciate all the artwork and the black and white. I love all this stuff. All right, here we go. Shady Traveler. Gluttonous Guest. Dissipate. Oh, the frog. Oh, the frog. Oh, yeah, Felsting. I play him a lot. Ah, nothing, guys. Nothing. Jeez, I gotta get a handle on how to open these packs. All right, here we go. I can feel it on this pack. It's hot. It's going to be amazing. Vampire's Kiss. Prime. Hiveheart Shaman. And a Baneblade Scout. Oh, misses. No, I don't think I've got... I think I've got one mythic. Ugh. I should put my mythics out. Oh, I got a flip card, so that's a bit of a spoiler. Come on, I bought 10 packs today. Come on. Come on, show me the goods, baby. Show me the good stuff. Oh, we got a mythic there. Corrupted Bishop. Oh, Chandra Dressed to Kill. Unfortunately not in foil, but oh my gosh, what a hit. And we got Lantern Bearer. Foil. Does that show up okay for you guys? Not bad. Couple mythics there. I should have been doing that earlier, checking my mythics out. I think those are my only two. So a pack, I got 2 mythics. And some of these packs are weird. I've seen people open these up and like there's like no rares in some of them. That starts off with the uncommons. Oh, another spoiler there. Oh dear. Another spoiler there. I'm really careful with my cards like that. I don't rip open a lot of packs, so I'm not very good at it. Dying Malice, Cool Wings. Rise of the Ants, love that card. I play it all the time. I love mono green. Memory Deluge. Visionary Stitcher. Oh, that's nice. Lovely. That is beautiful. Henrika Domnathi. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, that is beautiful. Awesome. Happy with that. So this card, yeah, this deck's pretty standard. You got the commons there. And then uncommons there, yeah, nothing too crazy about that. So we've got 2 more packs. Let's go, let's go. Let's show me the Meat Hook Massacre in foil. Here we go. This is such a beautiful, awesome idea, especially for a fan of old horror movies like myself. Champion of the Perished. Got the land here, it's a bit chased after. Cruel Witness, nothing there. Come on, here we go. Meat Hook Massacre is in this one, I can feel it. Meat Hook Massacre all the way. Come on. Here we go. Sludge Monster. Wedding Announcement, that's not bad. And Unnatural Growth. Very powerful card, this one. Jeez Louise. When you come up against a green deck that plays this card. Jeez Louise. Okay, guys, so struck out a bit here. But I'm very, very happy with this set. Like, I might buy more booster packs, but I'm definitely not going to buy a box. I'll just pick out at every paycheck, just get a couple from my local game store. But I got 10 today. Yeah, I don't think I got any mythics that I missed out on earlier. No, I didn't. But very, very happy with the design of this set. It's been getting a lot of flack because it is pretty expensive, double feature. But yeah, I'm definitely collecting these. I love it. I'm trying to get all the variants I've got Soren here, the Mirthless. I'm trying to get the... I've actually bought him. So I'll show you that video when it comes out. But these are all the variants of Soren the Mirthless, including the very big prized one there, the special guest artist. And you got the Dracula variant there. Just an awesome set. I was a big fan of Dracula, but the Bram Stoker's Dracula by Francis Ford Coppola that came out in the early 90s. But I'll talk more about the cards that I'm collecting. Just for now, I just wanted to show off some pack openings of double feature. More to come.